While I grew up in a very literate household, plenty of books, we had magazine subscriptions, etc. I wouldn't call it necessarily a literary household. And especially poetry was a foreign dog, to say the very least. I probably knew all the usual poems that kids know at that point, but it was really in high school. I went to this really fabulous high school, Pittsburgh Central Catholic. It was really a life-changing experience. Two things occurred, and they both occurred in 1969, which is a really favorite year of mine. One was that the poet Don Lee came, an African-American poet. His last name is Madubuti now. Don Lee came. He seemed at the time about 6'5". I think he was a tall man. He had a just outrageous dashiki, and he had a giant afro. And I don't know how he got there, how they got him to be there, but he read poetry to us. And it was absolutely fire-breathing, militant, African-American, Afro-American poetry that he performed and shouted, and blew all 1,200 minds there in different ways. It was utterly outrageous. We had never seen anything like it. Later that year, our literary magazine came out, Spectrum, and there were, among other things, there were film reviews, short stories, but lots of poems. And all the guys who wrote poems in that were getting just terrific attention from the most intelligent, wonderful girls that I especially wanted attention from. And I realized at that juncture that maybe having feelings was more significant than maybe shoulder pads when it came to attracting young women. So this is a terrible confession, but it was out of that desire to be connected with these more intelligent young ladies that I began to write poetry, and that's a fact.